Hi, I'm Dr. Robert Sands, and I'm the Executive Director of Pamlico Rose Institute. We're a nonprofit in downtown historic Washington, North Carolina, about 3 blocks from the Pamlico River. And our mission is primarily to promote wellness and resilience in women veterans. But we also consider the community around Washington, North Carolina, and elsewhere as also a population that we certainly want to serve. Our Rose Haven Center of Healing, as you might know if you're from this area and have driven by 219 East 3rd, consists of a 1892 farmhouse, which is done renovation, half an acre of healing gardens, and this very unique pole barn that we are now renovating into a combined makerspace and community center. The pole barn is kind of like an all-purpose building. It started around in the 1930s. It's considered maybe the Yugo of agricultural buildings, and it's still present across the the landscape today from the West Coast to the East Coast and everywhere in between. Well, our pole barn was falling down, and so we were fortunate to get grants from the USDA, the United States Department of Agriculture, Rural Development, the Cannon Foundation, and the Gherkin family, and we are now renovating the barn, and in its completion it will fill a very pivotal need in our mission, which is to create wellness. It's nature, creative expression, movement, building community, which is why this barn is so important to that, because in it we'll have a woodworking studio, pottery studio, creative expression studio, and a yoga space, and also it will be used for other community events. So again, we're really super excited about this building. It's a very unique renovation project, and I'm going to let Brian, who's the project manager from Berry Construction, who is the local contractor doing the renovation, explain more about the unique nature of the renovation. Thank you for tuning in to see the progress of who we are as an organization and as a center, and supporting our mission, and we hope you drop by to visit, take a tour, or just continue to keep updated on our progress. Now here's Brian.
Good morning, my name is Brian Pachelis. I'm project manager with Berry Building Group. We are the contractor for the Pamlico Rose pole barn reconstruction. We are here in Washington, North Carolina, at Pamlico Rose, where we are just getting started on framing the permanent exterior walls for this barn. I'm going to take a little bit of time today excuse me, to walk you through this project and what it was like and what we've done and what we are going to do. This barn, from what I understand, was the 1960s. In 61, original construction, and for a long time was a blacksmith's shop, from what I understand. And it was originally built as a pole barn. So you had a handful of these big pilings. You can see the remnants of the one sitting there in the corner. On top of which there were a handful of poles that supported this entire barn. So what we have done is from a pole barn to a stick frame barn. And so to do that, we first and foremost poured an interior slab, if you will, in the center of this building, on top of which we then constructed what you can see are these temporary walls. These walls we use to temporarily support the roof truss system, and now we are actually, late last week, we then poured the footers and the remainder of the slab. So now we have a permanent surface on top of which we can start to build the final product. So that's what we're doing today. Is right now they're putting in the bottom plates, and then they will start framing this thing up and putting in place the permanent structure. After we finish that, we will then wrap the entire building, and well, I should say we'll remove the metal from the roof, and then we'll wrap the entire building in plywood or OSB, and then we will put it all back together. And aside from a new roof, the outside of the barn is going to look remarkably similar to how it looked before we started, which is really cool. Obviously, this is a historic building, and so we have to maintain that kind of historic appearance. And so we've done everything in our power to do so. really excited to be a part of this project. It's obviously for a great cause, and for me, it's great to see Washington growing, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it.